Hey y'all, welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie, and welcome to my first WIP or work in progress and chatting of the new year. I've got quite a bit to go over. Also want to show you everything I'm going to be working on, and I'm going back to working on my diamond painting Deutschland, which is 220 colors, and you can see that I have all of my colors out here, and I'll describe that as well. Also using my Bella Art Day Nicole tray and my pen from Enabler's Outpost, which I love this pen. And I'm using some putty from Abby's Diamond Putty, and that came in with my Add More Zest when I was opening up my Advent. And then also using for my single placer, I'm using mini glue dots. So let's get started. Welcome to those of you that are new. I do have some new subscribers and I really appreciate all of you. And if you're not familiar with what a WIP Chat is, that's a work in progress. I'm working on this gorgeous canvas from Diamond Painting Deutschland. I've been working on it since last year and I've neglected it for the past several months. I want to go ahead and get back to working on this. So if you would like, grab something that you would like to work on. It doesn't have to be a diamond painting. It can be whatever you want it to be, or you can listen to this like you would a podcast. And I'm just going to talk about things that have been going on around here, and then also in my diamond painting world, and then whatever else comes up. So just relax and we will go for about an hour. Sometimes it's a little less. I try not to go over an hour, but sometimes I do. But I will try my best to stick with an hour. Also want to go over some of my plans for 2024 and then an upcoming event that I am going to be hosting. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, how are you? How was your new year? Did you do anything for New Year's Eve? We actually didn't. We just stayed at home, which we normally do. We did stay up to midnight, but let me tell you, this year was a struggle for me to make it to midnight. I was diamond painting. We were watching TV, and my husband was working on something of his, and then Paige was upstairs in her room for a while, and then she came down right before midnight. We all hugged and cheered each other, and then we went to bed. So not a very eventful New Year's Eve, but I guess it's the way that I like it. And I barely made it to midnight because the night before, my wonderful dog, Molly, decided at 3:45 that she wanted to get up and go out. So we had my daughter's dogs were here. Once one dog started barking, the other three did too. So I got up, let the dogs out, tried to go back to sleep and couldn't. So I was just exhausted and I thought, okay, fine, on New Year's Eve, I will take a nap and then I'll be fine. And didn't get to do that either. So I did make it, but it was a struggle. But I did it, and I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why we even stay up till midnight, but you know, that's one of our traditions, and so we did. But that's all that we really did. And then on New Year's Day, we didn't really do anything either. Almost everything was closed around here, and it was cold and just icky out. My husband built a really nice fire, and so we just did things that, you know, we wanted to do. He worked on an old car that he purchased, and he wants to refurbish it. That's just something that he enjoys doing. That's his hobby. And my oldest ended up staying until New Year's Eve, and then she did leave that morning. So she stayed a little bit longer than what we had expected, and I was glad that she was able to. her and her fiance, Kyle. I did ask if I could use Kyle's name in my WIP Chat or really on my channel, and they said, fine, no problem. I've just been calling him her fiance, which sounds kind of strange, but anyway, and he is. So we got quite a bit done with her here. I did not realize how much that I had missed her and really how much that she missed home. Very clear that she is homesick. And even Kyle, who is not from Georgia, he moved to Georgia because of Maddie, and he had been living in Georgia for 2.5 years. He even missed Georgia, and he said that he really wants to come back. So I think that once their time is up in South Dakota, that they're going to come back here. So that is the plan as of now, but of course it can change. That's going to be at least 1.5 years, maybe 2, but hopefully not more than that. But it was just so nice seeing her, and we got quite a bit done while she was here, more than what I thought we would be able to. She came in a couple of days before Christmas, and we were busy doing things, getting ready for Christmas, and her and Paige and Kyle went out to dinner with their dad and also their stepmother. They got their presents from them, and then they came back to our house. And fortunately, they had to miss our Christmas Eve service at church because they went out with him, and it was the best time for them to go out. And I'm like, that's fine. I totally get it. I have to share. And they needed to see him also. So they did that. And then Dave and I and my best friend went to our Christmas Eve service, which was really nice. The singing this year was absolutely amazing. We go to a non-denominational church, and it's not your typical church where you have a choir and they sing like the typical songs you would normally hear in churches. Ours is a little different. Ours is very contemporary, and we really enjoyed the music. And then we took a few pictures afterwards with my best friend, and then the 3 of us as a family. She stayed for a little while, and then she had to go home to her family. And then Madison and Paige came in right before she left, so she was able to see the kids and say hi to them for a few minutes. And then for dinner, we had our Christmas Eve dinner that I had cooked. And we opened one gift, which is our tradition. So we did that on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, we went ahead and decided to have lunch on Christmas Day instead of dinner, so we could just enjoy the day and just have leftovers for Christmas. And so we did that, and Madison and Kyle got in the kitchen with me, and we were all cooking. And so I really enjoyed that, because we didn't do that when Madison was living here, really. She didn't really cook that much, but she made a blueberry pie. I wasn't sure if I would like it, because I'm not really crazy about pies, but it was really good. And she made it to where it looked really pretty, and we just had just a fun time in the kitchen. And then she also made a couple other things. Kyle made a couple of dishes. And then we had ham and turkey from Honey Baked Ham. And then I did a couple of other dishes. So we had quite a bit of food, a lot left over, like we always do. And we just kind of hung out on Christmas Day. The kids went upstairs and played on Paige's new gaming device that we bought. And then she had gotten quite a few games for Christmas. And so the 3 of them went up there. They played for a little bit. And then they came downstairs and we watched a couple of thriller movies. And we diamond painted together. So it was just a really nice laid back day. Kyle's mom came into town on the 26th from California, and I had never met her, and I've mentioned it before that she was coming. I was a little, apprehensive because, it was our holiday. I wanted to spend time with my daughter. I wasn't sure what to expect from his mom, but she is extremely nice. I really did like her, and they ended up showing her, around Atlanta. We did a couple of things with them, and she wanted to do some sightseeing. She is an avid hiker and wanted to go hiking while they were here, but Madison and Kyle did not bring anything that would work for hiking. So they kind of nixed that idea, but decided that they could go and rent bikes and go on this bike trail. And so I told them that Paige wouldn't make it, and that I also didn't know if I would make going as far as that they were going. They didn't think they were going to go very far, but somehow I figured that they would. And they ended up going like almost 18 miles, 9 miles one way, then they had to turn around and go back. And so Madison was really sore. She had just had surgery 2 weeks ago, and I told her she shouldn't do it, but she was rather sore for a couple of days. But they went on their bike ride, and when they were gone, I went ahead and took all my decorations down for Christmas. So got that done, including the tree. My husband was able to get the tree out. So my house is now back together, which took a while after they left because my house was in a mess between all the animals and the extra people here. But we went out to eat way too much. We don't usually go out to eat that much, but they wanted to go to certain places while they were here, and then it became more places. And they do not have very many places to eat in South Dakota, and what they do have is just something that they don't like. So we ended up going to a restaurant that serves just ramen, and I was really surprised. This is the second time that we had been there, and Paige absolutely loved it. I was surprised that she would enjoy ramen, but she did. And so that was the first place that we went out to eat. We also went to a really nice sushi restaurant. The service was absolutely horrible, but the food was really good. And Dave, my husband, does not like sushi at all. Has never had it, refuses to, and so he and Paige ended up going out to eat somewhere, one of their favorite restaurants. And then I went with Madison and Kyle's mom and Kyle. And so that was one night. We also played board games where we all got involved. We played Monopoly a couple of times. And we also played Trouble. And so that was a lot of fun. Just a lot of family things, which I was just more than happy to do. I was able to get some diamond painting in while they were doing other things, but my focus was on my kid. Both kids, obviously, but because I won't see Madison for a while. And we did go dress shopping. We went wedding dress shopping. And I thought because Madison takes forever to make a decision that we would have to end up going another time. This was just going to be looking, seeing what she liked. And then I may have gone to South Dakota and we'd go shopping there, or have to bring her back into town so we can look together, because I definitely wanted to be a part of that. But you guys, she found a dress. It is absolutely gorgeous. We bought the dress, and she found a veil to match. Took a bunch of pictures. I mean, she looks so pretty. Even, not having hardly any makeup on, not having her hair done, the dress was just perfect. Now, she is a very tiny woman, and she's going to have quite a bit of alterations done on it, but it looked really nice. So we went ahead, I bought the dress, and her dad paid for half, which was really nice because I wasn't planning on buying said dress. But now we've gotten one thing done towards their wedding. They're going to get married in early 2025, and they're thinking about getting married in California because they found a venue that they really liked. Even though none of Madison's family is in California, I don't think that very many of Kyle's family members are in California except for his mom. So I wish that they would not get married there. It is so far away. And in addition to that, my husband will not fly. He absolutely refuses to fly. So we will have to drive to California, and it's going to be like a 20-hour drive for us, is what we're kind of estimating. And so we're going to have to take it over, 3 days or so just to drive, because there's no way that we can make that trip in a day. And definitely we might be able to in 2 days, but that's really pushing it. I mean, we're older, and I don't know how long I can stay in the car that long, and how long that he'll drive. He probably won't let me drive. He'll do it all himself. So we're going to start looking at what we're going to do about that. We're going to make a vacation out of it and just make a lot of stops, do some sightseeing. And then I think that because the drive is so long, that Paige will fly with her dad and just be with her dad until we get there. But we've got a year to plan on what we're going to do with that. But it's something I've got to start thinking about, got to start saving for. Got to start saving for her wedding, because her dad and I agreed to pay for some things. And so now I've got to see how that's going to go. But I am really excited that I was with her when she did get the dress. And that was one of the main reasons why Kyle's mom wanted to come into town, is that she wanted to be with us when we were shopping. And so, that was special too. So I am glad that we don't have to shop anymore. We did get the dress, and that is already one thing that we can mark off of her list. I'm trying to find, I haven't done this in so long, I cannot remember where all of my drills are. I'm trying to figure out what I want to work on. Let's do a triangle, and that is going to be over here. And let me do the triangle up arrow. Let me see. Where is it? Once I get back into the swing of this, it will take me just seconds to find my color, even though it is 220 colors. But right now I am like on the struggle bus. Let's see. And this is why I hate waiting so long to get back to this. Why am I having a problem finding? Oh, that's why. Because I have it over to my left. I thought I'm missing a box. No, I'm not missing a box. It's right here. My arm is on it. Okay, we're going to go with an up arrow. Now, it's easy once I realized that I was missing a box. It was really sad when Madison left. She got a little, I was okay. I thought, I'm not going to get upset around her. I don't want her to, to worry or anything. And then whenever she was hugging me by, she grabbed me really hard, and I could tell by her face she was really trying to hold it together. And then once we hugged by, we both got a little emotional, but I am hoping that Paige and I can take a little trip to South Dakota, probably in September, end of September, first part of October. I don't want to go any later than that. Don't really want to go in the summer. I've got too much already planned for the summer. But thinking about going to South Dakota, Paige and I will fly and Dave will stay home and take care of our animals. And that way we don't have to worry about a 21-hour drive to South Dakota for just a short visit. And so we kind of talked about that. But other than that, Madison will not come back the rest of the year because, you know, that is a really long drive. She can't take off work that long again to go. She's been out because of surgery, and she is starting school in the middle of January for nursing. She's changed her major. She was majoring when she was in Georgia. She was majoring or planning on radiology, and she took all the core classes. Well, all the core classes that she needed, that she has taken, every one of them she was able to transfer, and they're all required as a prerequisite for nursing school. So she's able to go ahead and get started with that in January. So she's excited that she is going to be going to nursing school. She's going to be able to do her rotations at the hospital where she works. So that's definitely a plus. But now I've also got to pay for tuition again for about a year. And luckily her dad is actually stepping up, and he is helping to pay for half of everything that I normally pay for, because he hasn't been doing that. So it's nice that he is going to help me with her education. Not sure what changed there, but hey, I don't care. I'm all for it. So at least I'm able to save for other things and not have to pay for all of the tuition, because it's expensive. And I asked her if her job would help with reimbursement, but she would have to, more than likely, if they did, she would have to commit to X amount of time working for them. And so I told her, don't even check to see, because you don't want to get stuck in South Dakota. And once she graduates, then they're planning on moving back to Georgia. Not sure where, if it's going to be close to our house. At least it'll be closer than where they are now. So I am definitely happy about that. So they're starting to make future plans. They knew they didn't want to stay in South Dakota. They're not really happy there, but he is going to also get his journeyman's electrician license while he's there, and he says it's going to take about a year. He is now just working on hours that he has to have, and the hours do not transfer. So all the hours that he worked in Georgia, and he was getting closer to the journeyman license, that did not count when he moved to South Dakota. And if he were to move back before he earned the license, Georgia does not give him credit for that either. So once he gets his license, it won't matter where he had gotten the hours, but apparently the hours don't transfer. And I don't think he knew that whenever he moved, or I think they would have probably stayed here. But that's something that I'm excited about, because I hate that my kid is so far away from us. When she had her surgery, it was rough and I couldn't go and help. But it all worked out. And Paige is still loving her job. She was upset when her sister left too. But my goodness, my house was like a zoo. So I did not get to do as much as I wanted on the channel towards the end of the year. But I hope that you guys enjoyed all of the videos that I did leading up to Christmas. And if you've missed those, I will put the playlist at the top so you guys can see it. But that was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing the daily videos. Towards the end, I started struggling a little bit because of time constraints, and then also most of mine were WIP Chats, And it's kind of hard towards the end. Okay, nothing is really going on. I'm just, doing my daily thing. And I wasn't working because we were on vacation. So I didn't really have a lot to talk about. That was the only downside, is that I kind of struggled on, okay, what do I talk about today? What can I say that I hadn't already said? What can I say about, Christmas or the holidays? But definitely was fun. I did finish my advent calendar with you guys. I am still working on my advent mystery canvas from the Diamond Art Studio UK. That is going to be finished by the end of January. I will show that one. I was debating if I should show it or not, but it'll be in January, so hopefully it won't be that much of a surprise, and for those that haven't done it, and then I will definitely mention what it is before I do it. So if you don't want to watch that one, I totally get it. It's a lot of fun. It has been a lot of work. I've gotten faster with it, and so my focus for January right now, the focus is to get that one done, and then I like to work on this one. I'm also working on my snowman from the one that I unboxed with you guys. So you have seen the snowman and child, and that one is turning out really pretty. I started laying drills on New Year's Eve on that one. I couldn't decide if I wanted to work on that particular kit today or work on this one. And I have been itching to get back to this one. Thought about it yesterday quite a bit, but I wanted to spend as much time as possible on my Advent because I really want that one done. And that one really stressed me out at first. I mean, I'll be honest, it really did, because I wanted to keep up with it daily. And I realized very quickly that I just couldn't do it. So then I thought, maybe I'll just put it up. Maybe I will sell this one. But it was a lot of fun doing it because I don't know what it's going to look like. I can guess as I'm going through, and decided I'm just going to take this as a fun project, take it into January, and then make sure it's finished by then so I'm done with it. So that is definitely the plan. Hopefully it'll work out in my favor, that I will get it finished. I am working on day 14, and there's 25 days on that one. So hopefully I'll have plenty of time. That'll be done. I don't think that this one will be finished by the end of January. I would love to have this one done because the event for J-Wall starts again in April, and I really want to start on a new kit, and I would really like to start on at least kitting up my J-Wall, the one with the diamond art. That one is going to be a huge challenge for me because it is in black and white, and also the fact that the symbols are different. They're not the typical symbols that I have seen, so I'm going to have to try to decide how I'm going to do that one when I go to kit it up, and I'm not sure. I thought about doing it by color, but the canvas is in black and white. So if I did that, I'm gonna have to keep looking at the picture, and I can do that, but I may kit it up like I kitted this one. And that one, it's over a year old, and it is getting so many views. And so that's why I'm kind of thinking that I need to go ahead and kit that one up. So those of you that want to consider purchasing from the one with the diamond art, you will see, what it looks like. You'll also see that on that one, I ended up, okay, I'm gonna get rid of these drills here these drills are trash drills. But you'll also see that I purchased a round on that one. I don't know why I purchased a round. I wish I would have gotten a square, but I didn't. I have a round, and I want to see how the round's going to look on black and white. Sorry guys, I had to take a sip of coffee. And that's something else. We went to Starbucks quite a bit too. And I don't usually do that, but I enjoyed it a lot. And that reminds me, I would like to go to Starbucks today. But I'm drinking my coffee. It's very early in the morning. If you hear a background noise and it just cut off, it is my heat. I am in the basement. And my craft room is in the basement. But sometimes when my heat comes on, it is a little loud. I try my best to have it reduced in the background. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But it is freezing today. I have my little space heater on and the heat on downstairs, and it's still really cold. So I could not turn it down any lower than what I have it. And hopefully it will not come on very much. Let's see how I kitted up this one, since you can see the actual containers. And what I've done, this is my second one from Diamond Painting Deutschland, and I kitted the other one up this way, and it worked. I really like this process. I will do the same thing when I kit up my next one from Diamond Painting Deutschland that I am really looking forward to working on. But I kit up by symbols. So I go through and I see what all the symbols are. I mark on my sheet that comes with Diamond Painting Deutschland. I will mark on the sheet where the symbols go. So for instance, if it looks like a triangle, if it has a triangle in it, if the first thing that I see when I'm glancing at a symbol is a triangle, then I put all the triangles together. And then I will do the same thing with flags. I have transportation on here. I have, let's see, I have X's, because there's all different ones that look like X. I have geometrics. I'll have boxes. I have body parts, which that also includes one that to me looks like an alien. I have nature, which there's a circle to me that looks like the moon. So I have to get creative on some of these. But once I start working on this again, I can find within, as I said, seconds. I know exactly what box to go to. I have them in order that I remember where everything is. And then all I have to do is go to that box that has that particular kind of symbol, and then I can find it very easily. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking with the one with the diamond art, but their symbols to me, some of them just do not make sense. So I need to spend some time on that. The symbols are really small. So I'm going to set it up as an Excel spreadsheet, and then I'm going to print it out so I'm going to get larger and then do it that way. And if you purchase from the one with the diamond art, you can ask them if they can send you a copy of the symbols, and they sent it to me in no time. So that was really nice of them. And I need to contact them and see if they would also like to sponsor again for our April event. I do have an event coming up in February, which, wow, that's coming up so fast. And that is the Paint Gym Minis. Paint Gym is sponsoring. They're one of the sponsors for the event. So if you'd like to just chill, work on something small, then grab one of your Paint Gyms and go ahead and join me. I don't know how many that we're going to have. I'm not setting up a separate Facebook for that, because Paint Gym has their own Facebook. I don't think they're going to put anything in their Facebook, but I'm going to just have it in the Crafty Diamond. So if you'd like to join, just request. And when you do request for my Facebook group, make sure you answer the simple questions, and then I can review it and I will allow you in. And then you can show all of your progress, and not just for Paint Gyms, for anything. The Paint Gym will primarily be on my YouTube channel. So I need to get more information out on that. I need to check out some sponsors. I wanted to wait until after Christmas to go ahead and get started with that. Let's see, I need another triangle, which is right here. So that is coming up. I'm not sure which Paint Gym I'm going to work on. I think I'm going to work on the doors. I've been wanting to do that one, been wanting to bling it up. I think that would be a lot of fun, blinging up all the doors. So I want to get that done. And I think I have enough either ABs, or I have enough of, I don't know if I have enough rhinestones or not, but we'll see. We'll see what I have that I can bling up the doors. You do not have to use one of the Paint Gym minis that, you know, comes in a box together. You can use any of the Paint Gyms mix and match if you want to. I have so many. I need to work on them. And looking back at 2023, I don't know if I even completed a full set. I've done several from sets that I had kitted up, but I don't think I've even completed a full set. I do not count my Paint Gyms as a completion until the full set's completed. I don't know how you guys do that, but that's how I decided to do it. So I don't know if that's going to be even part of my 2024 or 2023 year in review. But 2024, I will definitely have some Paint Gym set completed. I do have my year in review coming up on Thursday of this week. I have been doing sneak peeks for Bella Art Diamonds, and I have some really cute kits that they sent me. They actually sent me 3 sneak peeks. I wanted to do 3 separate videos. I have 1 video left. It is going to come out on Wednesday, and that one is really cute. I have already unboxed it, done the video, but it is scheduled to come out on Wednesday. They have 66 canvases that are coming out on the 6th, and there are so many cute ones that I've seen. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys want to get a new canvas already, I am not planning on purchasing anything for a couple of months because I have already spent so much already in December that I need to kind of get myself reined in. Didn't spend that much on diamond paintings in December or accessories, so that's definitely a plus. But with tuition for Madison and with her dress, I need to kind of wait on buying anything else for me. And I already have canvases I knew I want to work on. So if I bought something, it would just go in my stash. I'm definitely trying to be better with that for 2024. I want to go through and do some of my kits that are in my stash. And so if I purchase some, they'll just have to sit, which is okay. But I really need to focus on getting some of mine done. I did include my goals on a video. So check that one out also. I have so many videos I did recently, trying to remember, you know, what's what with all of them, but they are titled and labeled, have a description. I've changed my intro a little bit, so let me know how you guys are liking that. I do have some goals for my YouTube channel and for Instagram, and I've got to get better with Instagram. I don't post like I should. I need to start doing better with that. That is definitely a goal of mine, that I need to post some of my, not necessarily completions, as I need to do progress. Trying to think of anything else that I wanted to tell you guys. I am just so thankful for all of you. Thank you so much for all that you have done for my channel. I really do appreciate it. Even if you do not comment, I know that you're there because I can see that people are watching my videos, and I do appreciate it. And looking back when I started 2 years ago and now, it's been a lot of changes already. I'm trying to find another color. I'm really struggling. Let's see. Okay, here we go. But looking back, there's been so many changes, and then YouTube will give me, it's on the left, YouTube gives me an overview of what happened in 2023, and I was really surprised how much really happened in 2023, how many views I had gotten, how many new subscribers, and it has just been so fun. I do have a YouTube anniversary coming up end of February, so I'm going to be doing something for that. Not sure what yet. We have finished the Sparkle Addiction event, and I have one last draw that I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do a video for that one, but I'm going to do the video, show it on the Sparkle Addiction Facebook group, and then I will contact the winner. It is going to be for a pin, the final pin that I have, and then I'm going to send everything out. I have not sent everything out for all of the winnings. I was kind of holding off. I wasn't sure how much we're going to do on Facebook, so I was kind of holding off, waiting until the end. So now that we have finished that event, I will make sure that everything gets mailed out. I may need to contact you if I need additional information on mailing, on your address. Everything that was for email only, such as gift certificates, all of that's been taken care of. But I do have some that I need to mail out, and I will get that taken care of. I do start back to work on the 2nd, which is today for me. Normally I do my videos, try to do them a day or two in advance, but with the WIP Chat, I just did not do it yesterday. One of the reasons is all the neighbors around us were just doing fireworks off and on all day yesterday and all day on New Year's Eve, and it was very loud. So I did not want to do a video and have to try to work around all of that noise, and decided I'll just wait and I will do a video today. Everybody here is well. I hope that you guys are. I know there's a lot of illnesses going around, really bad colds, allergies, the flu. Had some friends that have had the flu, so it's been crazy. Luckily, we have been okay. And even with Paige working out and in public and working at a restaurant, she has not had any allergy issues. And so once again, that takes me back to there was something going on with that school. She had been sick for 3 years and we could not figure out why. Went to several doctors, went to allergists, did not really ever get an answer. And come to find out, there was something in the school. She was tested for allergies, but we didn't know what was in the school that was causing the problem. And she wasn't highly allergic to anything, but there was something there that she was highly allergic to. So I'm glad that's over. So I was concerned that maybe she would not be able to work because of being sick all the time. So far so good. I'm so excited about that. Let's see. I am trying to, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. I thought, I gotta tell you guys this. And I don't remember what it was. So it couldn't have been that great, I guess, since I don't know what in the world I was going to talk to you about. I'm looking for one more. Oh my gosh, let's see. I've definitely been away from this way too long. This is why I don't like to take long breaks from a diamond painting Deutschland, because then I completely forget. If I keep working on this today, which I'm going to, I think I'm going to leave this one out on my table. And once I spend about an hour or so, get back into this, I'll know exactly where all of my drills are. And I have to say, I'm loving this tray. This was new that came to me as part of the accessories with my sneak peek that Nicole and Jamie put in the box. And I have not used one of these types of gridded trays of theirs. I think it's a new tray, and I really do like it. I like how it has these little grids, and the grids are the size of the diamonds, and they fit just absolutely perfectly. So this is going to be really fun. I'm going to look and see if they have any larger ones. This tray is perfect for this size and for this particular canvas because there's not any color blocking with a J-Wall, or at least with Diamond Painting Deutschland. There's very little color blocking. I wish I would have had time to have finished this before the end of the year. I did the same thing last year. I ended up finishing Diana right before our event. And as soon as I finished Diana, I had just enough time to really kit up the other one, which is this one, and start on it for the event. And for the most part, I had gotten most of this done during our event, which I was happy about that. And then I just kind of put it aside and I thought, well, I'll just work on this for next year, which is now this year, and just bring it out then. But I really would like to start on something new. I may take this and wait until we do start on the event and then work on this one, finish this one up, and then go ahead and start on the other one. Because I do want to start on my magical carousel. I want to start on that one this year. It has been hanging around, literally. It's been hanging up in my craft room now for a couple of years. And so it is time to get that one started. I always look at it and I feel guilty. It's like, I've got to start on this one. I want to. It is just calling my name. I want to kit it up. I find kitting up Max colors, I find that a lot of fun. I guess I am weird, but I really enjoy kitting up Max colors, deciding where I want all of my symbols to go. It takes me a long time, but I really like doing it. but I really enjoy confetti. When I first started diamond painting, I absolutely hated it. It's like, okay, I love color blocking, and then I started doing something that had, you know, a lot of colors. It had just a lot of symbols that were not close by, which is confetti, in one area. And I thought, I am not gonna like this kind of kit, but now it's like, this is one of my favorite ones to do. Hopefully you're not seeing my head. If you do, I'll have to adjust that. But it is what it is, I guess. Let's see, I don't even know. I am going on a retreat in March, and it is in Georgia, but it's going to be about a 4-hour drive. My best friend and I go to places together for crafting, and we have gone, you know, an hour or two from the house, no further than 2 hours. So this is going to be a longer drive for us. So it's going to be interesting to have a road trip. It's going to be fun to have a girls' road trip in addition to going on this retreat. And we've never been on this type of retreat together, this kind, before. So that's going to be interesting also. It is a Bible journaling retreat. And never been on a Bible journaling retreat before, so I'm not sure what to take, not sure what we're going to do. They're going to have classes. I am fairly new with Bible journaling. I've taken classes, I enjoyed the classes, bought all the things, and haven't done it as much as I would like. So to have a long weekend where we are Bible journaling, not exactly sure what to expect, but it's in a hotel, so we're not sharing like a room with anybody. It's just the two of us, and we always share a room, and we share rooms very well. All the food is included. It was a really good price. I was surprised at the price because it is in Savannah, and I figured it would be very expensive, but it's not. I think that it's about the same, comparable as if we would go and rent a cabin, which is what we've been doing for a few years at the beginning of the year. So it's going to be just the two of us. Paige will be staying with my husband or her dad. Not sure what she's going to do yet. I don't think she's decided. And we're just going to spend time together, spend time with our Bible journaling, and I'm going to take Paint Gym Mini with me when I go, so I can do that in the evenings if I want to. We won't know anybody that's going on this retreat. When we go on retreats in the past, we know a few people just because they went on prior retreats with us. We haven't been on a retreat in a really long time. Actually, it was our last retreat ended right when they were starting to shut everything down for the pandemic. It wasn't even considered a pandemic yet. And then we were at the retreat, and the day that we were leaving, we were told that all the stores were pretty much wiped out, and if you want to get something, then you better hurry up and get it. And then we were going to have a lockdown, so we rushed home, and that was the last retreat that we went on. We've gone to, Scrapbook Expo and did things on our own, but we have not gone on a retreat since then. And we knew everybody that was at that retreat, and it was just a scrapbooking, card making, you could do anything you wanted to on that one. But this retreat is very specific. So not sure if I'm going to like Bible journaling all weekend. I think that I will, because I don't devote enough time to my Bible journaling. I have a coloring book that I do my Bible journaling in as well, so I will be doing a lot of coloring. And I don't show that on my channel because I've pretty much dedicated my channel to diamond painting, but I could if I really wanted to because of the name of my channel. But I know that everyone that comes to my channel, they're looking at diamond painting, so I'm not changing any of that. I'm just letting you guys know what is upcoming for me. So I am also challenging myself this year to read more. My reading has gotten so bad. I just don't read as much as I used to. I am going to include audiobooks in my reading because, why not? It's still a book. I may not be physically reading it, but I'm getting the book. So I am starting to listen to more audiobooks while I am diamond painting. So I should have a really healthy reading list for the year. I'm also doing a challenge where you read books based on a particular topic or theme. And I've done that before too. The past 2 or 3 years, I just haven't even bothered to do that. So I'm going to put all my books in there. Hopefully the books that are on my TBR, the ones that I actually own already, that will work for some of the prompts. So I need to look at that too. I just haven't done that yet. And I do need to get back to my card making. That's something else that I need to work on for the year. I do try to stay busy with crafting. It does make me happy. It helps with anxiety. It just helps to clear my mind. That's how I really started with diamond painting, because I needed something besides cards. Because when I make cards, I have to really think about it. I have to think about, okay, what am I going to do with this card? Who am I making it for? If I want to just have cards I'm sending to church or cards for soldiers, what is this card going to look like, kind of thing. And so you can't just clear your mind and not think about anything, or at least I can't, for at least a little while until I decide what I want to do with my card. But with diamond painting, I don't even have to think. And a lot of times I just zone out when I diamond paint, and then hours will just slip by before I realize I've been diamond painting for X amount of time and didn't even realize it. So do you guys do that too? Once you start diamond painting, you just kind of zone out and don't think about anything, and time just slips away. And that's why I cannot diamond paint when I'm working. A lot of times I'll just say, okay, I can diamond paint for just a few minutes and just put a few drills down and get back to work. I cannot do that, because once I start diamond painting, I just have to pry myself away. So once I get started working, I don't even think about diamond painting until I am done working. And I've been on vacation almost all of December, guys. So getting back to work today is going to be rough. It's going to be really, really rough to get focused and to get back into the swing of things. I am going going to call it good for this one. I've gotten a lot done on this section. I'm really pleased considering I have not worked on this in a long time. I'm going to show you guys the progress at a later time. I want to kind of have the rest of this as a surprise too, and just show you the entire canvas. Be on the lookout this week for my year in review. That one I've got to have started on it. I just got to finish it up. Just getting, I have everything together. It is just finished videoing it, and to also go through my stats and give you some stats on what I completed for the year. I think that will be a lot of fun too. So be on the lookout for that one. And then also for my third sneak peek coming up, I am going to start back again on my Saturday massive cross stitch videos, but I want to finish up my Advent cross stitch mystery before I get back to that one. I don't want to have two of the cross stitches going. So I also need to go through and look and see what drills I need to order. So I've got an organization one that's coming up for you guys as well, just so I can see what else I need to add to my cross stitch conversion. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you made it this far, please click on the subscribe button. If you haven't already done so, also if you'd click on that like button. If you would like to comment down in the description, I do like to read my comments on my WIP chats on my massive cross stitch conversions, and that gives me something to really talk about on those. And then also, if you have any questions, you can put that down on there. If you have any comments about anything, you can put that underneath the description as well. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.